Matthew chapter 13. En døy hømerai genøy exelton ho Jesus. Ek dø so ikia se kateto paratön talassan. In that day, Yeshua having gone out of the house, was sitting by the sea. Gai synöktösan prosauton okloi polloi, and many crowds, or great crowds, were gathered to him. Hoste auton esploion embanta gatersai, so that he, in a boat, having embarked, to be sitting, kai pas ho oklos epiton aigialon hestake, and all the crowd upon the seashore had stood. Kai elalösen autois polla en parabolais legon. And he spoke to them much things in parables, saying, Idu exulten hosperon, du speren. Behold, the sower, the one sowing, went out for to sow, for to be sowing. Gaentoi speren auton, and in his sowing, hamen epesen paratön hodon, what ones fell by the way, kai ölten tapetena kai katepagen auta, and the birds came and swallowed them. Alla de epesen epita petrode hupu ukeken gön pollön, but others fell upon the rocky places where it was not having much earth. Kai euteos exanetelen diatome eken patos gers, and immediately it sprang out, and up, through the not having depth of earth. Hurliu de anatelantos, but of the sun having risen, ekaumatiste gaidiato me eken ridzan exerante, it was scorched, and through the not having root, it withered. Alla de epesen epitas acantas, but others fell upon the thorns. Gai anebersen hayakantai, gai epnixanauta, and it grew up, and the thorns grew up, and they choked them. Alla de epesen epitön gön galön gai edidu garpon, but others fell upon the good ground, and it was giving fruit. Homen hekaton, on the one hand, 100, hode hexerkonta, but another 60, hode triakonta, and another 30. Ho ekon ota, akueto, the one having ears, let him be hearing. Kai proseltontes hoimatertai epenautoi. And the disciples, having approached, said to him, Diati en parabolais lales autois. Through what thou art speaking to them in parables. Hode apokrites epen, and he having responded said, Hoti humin, dedotai gnonai ta mysteria des basileas ton uranon, that to you it hath been given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the skies. Egenoiste udedote, dedotai, but to them it hath not been given. Hostis gareke, for whosoever is having, do tersetai autoi, kai periseu tersetai, it shall be given to him, and he shall be made abundant. Hostis de ukeke, but who is not having, kai ho eke artersetai apau tu. Also, what he is having shall be taken from him. Dia tuto en parabolais autois lalo. Through this, in parables, I am speaking to them. Hoti blepontes u blepusin, kai akuontes u kakuusin u desuniusin. That, seeing, they might not be seeing, and hearing, they might not be hearing. Seeing they shall not be seeing, and hearing they shall not be hearing, neither shall they be understanding. Udesuniusin, neither shall they be understanding. Kai anaplerutai autois her propertea saiu, her legusa. And it is being fulfilled to them the prophecy of Yeshayahu, her legusa, which is saying, Akoe, akuete, in hearing ye shall hear, kai umer sunerte, and you should not understand. Ye should not understand. Kai blepontes blepete, and seeing ye shall see. Kai blepontes blepsete, and seeing ye shall see. Kai umer iderte, and certainly not ye should know or perceive. Epakünte gar her gardia tu laup tu. For the heart of this people is fattened, for the heart of this people fattened up. Kai tois osin bareos kusan, and with the ears heavily or difficultly they heard. Kai tu soptalmu sauton ekammusan, and the eyes of them they have shut. They shut. Merpote idosin, so as not to see. Dois optalmois, with the eyes. Kai dois osin akuusosin, and with the ears to hear. Kai, and with the ears they should hear. So that not with the eyes they should see, and with the ears they should hear. Kai toi kardiai sunosin, and with the heart they might know. Kai epistrepsosin, and they might turn. Kai ia somai autus, and I would heal them, and I will heal them. Humon de makarioi hoioptal moi hoti blepusin. But of you blessed are the eyes, but blessed are your eyes, that they are seeing. Kaita ota humon, and your ears hoti akuusin, that they are hearing. Amen. Lego humin hoti polloi propertai kai dikaioi epitumersan iden hablepete kai ukidan kai akusai ha akuete kai ukekusan. Amen. I am saying to you that many prophets and righteous ones longed to see what ye are seeing, and they did not see. They saw not, and to hear what ye are hearing, and they heard not. Hyme su nakusate tön parabolön tu sperantos. Therefore hear ye the parable of the sower, of the one having sown. Pantos akuontos ton logon tes basileas kai mes unientos. Everyone hearing the word of the kingdom and not understanding. Erketai hoponeros kai harpadzeto esparmenon entei cardiai autu. The evil one is coming and is snatching the thing having been sown in his heart. Hu tosestin ho paratön hodon spares. This is the one by the road having been sown. Hode epita petrode spares, but the thing upon the rocks having been sown. Hu tosestin hoton logon akuon. This is the one hearing the word, kai eutus meta karas lambanon auton, and immediately with joy receiving it, ukeke de ridzanen heautoi alla proskai rosestin. But he is not having root in himself, but temporary he is. Genomenes de tlipseos diogmu diaton logon tu scandalizetai. And tribulation or pressure or persecution or chasing having become because of the word, immediately he is being stumbled or made to sin. Hode estas acantas pares, but the one among thorns having been sown. Hu tosestin hoton logon akuon, kai her merimna tu aionos, kai her apata tu plutu, sympnige ton logon, kai akarpos ginetai. This is the one hearing the word and the care of the eon and the deceit of the wealth are together choking the word, and it is being without fruit. Hode epitern galern gerns pares, but the one on the good ground, having been sown, hu tosestin hoton logon akuon kai sunies. This is the one hearing the word and understanding. Hoster karpopore, who then is bearing fruit, kaipoye, and effectuating, homen hekaton, what on the one hand 100, hode hexerkonta, what on the other hand 60, hode triakonta, what on the other hand 30. Allön parabolön paretöken autois legon. Another parable he set to them, saying, Homoiote he basileaton uranon. The kingdom of the skies was like anthropoi speranti galon sperma entoi agroi autu, like to a man having sown good seed in his field. Endetoi kateuden tus anthropus öltenautu ho ektros kai epesperen zizania ana meson tu situ kai apölten. In the sleeping of the man, in the man's sleeping, his enemy came and sowed tares in the midst of the wheat, and he went. Hotede eblastersen, ho kortos, kai karpon epoiesen. Tote epane kai ta zizania. But when the grass and the fruit, when the grass grew, sprouted, and it effectuated fruit, then came up also the tares. Proseltontes de hoiduloi, tu oikodespotu eponautoi. And the servants of the house lord, having approached, said to him, Kyrie, Lord, ukikalon spermas esperas entoi soi agroi. Lord, did thou not sow good seed in your field, in thy field? Boten u neke zizania, from where therefore it is having tares. Hode eper autois, and he said to them, he was saying to them, Ektros anthropos, tuto epoiesen, an enemy man did this. Hoide tulo legus in autoi, and the servants are saying to him, Teles un apeltontes sulexomen auta. Are ye willing therefore, are ye wanting, therefore, us having gone to gather up, gather together, that we should gather them together? Hode person. But he is saying, no, me pote, sulegontes ta zizania ekrizosete hama autois don siton, lest gathering the tares, also the wheats together, ye might uproot. Ye might uproot together with them the wheat. Apete, synauxanestai, ampotera mekritu terismu. Leave ye to be growing together, to be being grown together, both until the harvest. Gaien gairoi tu terismu, ero tois teristais. And in the time of the harvest, I shall say to the harvesters, Sulexate proton ta zizania kaidesate auta, estes mas prosto katakausai auta. Gather ye first the tares, and bind ye them into bundles unto the burning of them, the burning up of them. Donde siton synagagete estern apotökenmu. But the wheat gather ye into my barn. Allön parabolön, paretöken autois legon. Another parable he set to them, saying, Homoia estin, her basilea ton uranon kokoi sinapeos. The kingdom of the heavens is like a grain of mustard seed. Hon labon, anthropos esperen entoi agroi autu, which a man having taken sowed in his field. Homikroteron menestin panton ton spermaton, the least being of all the seeds. Hotan de auxertoi medzon ton lakanon nestin en ginetai dendron. But when it be caused to grow, it is greater than the food plants, and it is becoming a tree. Hoste elten tapete natu uranu, kai kataskenu nentois kladois sautu. So that the birds of the sky are to come, and they tent in its branches. They are to be tenting in its branches, dwelling in its branches. Allön parabolön elalösen autois. Another parable he spoke to them. Homoia estin her basilea ton uranon zumöi. The kingdom of the skies is like to leaven. Hön labu sagune enekrypsene saleuru satatria heos hu edzumote holon, which a woman having taken hid in flour 3 sata, until which all was leavened. Tauta panta elalösen ho Iesus en parabolais toi soklois, kai koris parabolös, uden elale autois. All these Yeshua spoke in parables to the crowds, and without a parable he was speaking nothing to them. Hopos pleurotöi torröten dia tu propertu esaiu legontos, that the word through the prophet Yeshua might be fulfilled, saying, Anoixo en parabolais dostomamu. I shall open my mouth in parables. Ereuxomai gekrumena apokatabolös. I shall spew out things having been hidden from the throwing down, the laying down of the foundation of the world. Tote apes tuus oclus. Then, having left the multitudes or crowds, ten noikian, he came into the house, kai proselton autoi hoimater tai autu legontes, and his disciples approached to him, saying, Brason, Hermine, explain thou to us, dön parabolön ton zizanion tu agru, the parable of the tares of the field. Hode apokrites epen, and he, having responded, said, Hosperon to kallon sperma, estin ho huios tu anthropu. The one sowing the good seed is the Son of the Man. Hode agrosestin ho cosmos, and the field is the world. Dode kalon sperma, and the good seed, hu toiesin ho huioites basileas. These are the sons of the kingdom. Dade zizaniaesin ho huioitu poneru. But the tares are the sons of the evil one. Hode ektros hospera sautaestin, ho diabolos, and the enemy, the one having sown them, is the slanderous adversary. Hode terismos, syntelea, aionosestin, but the harvest is the consummation or the together completion of the age. Hoide teristai angeloiesin, and the harvesters are angels or messengers. Hos perun sulegetai, ta zizania kai puri katakaietai. Just as, therefore, the tares are being gathered, and into fire they are being consumed, burned up. Huto sestin entei synteleai tu aionos. Thus it shall be in the consummation of the eon. Apostele ho huios tu anthroputus angelus, autu, the Son of the Man shall send his messengers. Kai sulexusin ectus basileas autu, and they shall gather out of his kingdom. Pantata scandala kai tus poiunta stern anomian, all the stumbling stones, those causing sin, that is, and those effectuating the lawlessness. Kai palusin autus estern caminon tu puros, and they shall throw them into the furnace of the fire. Eke estai ho cloudsmos kai ho brugmos ton odonton. There the weeping and the gnashing of the teeth shall be. Tote hoidikaioi eklampsusin, but the righteous ones shall shine forth, shine out. Hos hohelios entoi basileai tu patrosauton, as the sun in the kingdom of their father. Ho ekon ota akueto, the one having ears, let him be hearing. Homoia estin her basilea ton uranon, te sauroi kekrumenoi entoi agroi. The kingdom of the skies is like to treasure having been hidden in the field. Hon heuron anthropos ekrypsen, which a man having found, hid. Kai apotes kara sautu, hypage kai pole panta hosa eke, kai agoradze ton agronekenon. And from his joy he is going out, and he is selling all so much as he is having, and he is buying that field. Palin homoia estin her basilea ton uranon anthropoi emporoi zetunti calus margaritas. Again, the kingdom of the skies is like to a man, a merchant, seeking good pearls. Heuron de henna polytimon, margariten, appelton pepraken, panta hosa eken, kai hergorasen auton, and having found one pearl of one very valuable pearl, having gone forth, he hath sold everything so much as he was having, and he bought it. Palin homoia estin her basilea ton uranon, sagernöi blötsesöi, estern talassan gaek pantos genus synagogusöi. Again, the kingdom of the skies is like to a dragnet having been cast into the sea, and out of every kind having gathered. Hern hote epleurote anabibasantes epiton aigialon, kai gatisantes synelexen, takala es agger. Da de sapra exor ebalon, which, when it was full, was drawn up, having been drawn up upon the seashore, upon the beach, and having been set, they gathered the good into vessels, but the rotten or bad they threw outside. Huto sestaientei synteleai tu aionos. Thus it shall be in the consummation of the age. Exeleusontai hoiangeloi kai aporiusin tu sponerus ekmesu tu ton dikaion. The angels or the messengers shall go out, and they shall exclude the evil out of the midst of the righteous ones. Kai balusin autus estern caminon tu puros, and they shall throw them into the furnace of the fire. Eke estai hoklautmos, kai hobrugmos ton, hodonton. There shall be the crying and the gnashing of the teeth. Synökate tauta panta. Ye have understood these things, all these? Legu sinautoi. They are saying to him, Nay, yes. Hode penautois. And he said to them, Dia tuto pas grammateus materteutes tei basileai ton uranon homoios estin anthropoi oiko despotei hostis ek palle ek tu te sauru autu kaina kai palaia. And he said to them, through this, or because of this, every scribe having been discipled to the kingdom of the skies is like a man, a house lord, who is casting out of his treasury new things and old. Kai egene to hote etelesen ho Jesus tas parabolas tautes metereneketen. And it was when Yeshua completed these parables, he went from there. Kai elton estern patrida autu edidasken autu sentei synagogai auton. And having come into his fatherland, he was teaching them in their synagogue. Hoste ek blösestai autus gailegen, so as them to be struck with amazement, being amazed and saying, Boten dutoi her sophia haute gai haidunames. From where is this wisdom? From where to this one is this wisdom and the powers, the mighty works? Uku tosestin hotu tektonos huios. Is not this one the son of the carpenter? Ukermerte rautu legetai Mariam kai hoiadel poi autu Jakobos kai Josep kai Shimon kai Yehuda. not is not his mother being called Maryam, and his brothers Jacobos and Joseph and Shimon and Yehuda, kai hayadel payautu u kipasai pros hermasesin, and his sisters, are not all of them with us? Potenun tuutoi tauta panta. From where therefore are all these things to this one? Kai escandalizonto enautoia, and they were being stumbled by him. That is, they were being uh, as though led to sin through this. Hode Yeshua epenautois, and Yeshua said to them, Ukestin propertus atimos, me entoi idiai patridi, kai entoi oikiai autu. And Yeshua said to them, a prophet is not without honor, if not in his own fatherland and in his house. Kai uke poiesen eke dynames pollas diatern apistia nauton, and he did not effectuate there many miracles or mighty works because of their unbelief.